In the summer of 1942, the mass deportation from Warsaw Ghetto began. 265,000 Jews were sent to the Treblinka death camp, to their extinction. Only 60,000 Jews remained. In the Warsaw Ghetto, two underground organizations were emerging at the same time. It was on the 19th of April, 1943, the first night of Passover, that marks the formal start of the Warsaw Ghetto Uprising. Against thousands of marching Nazi German soldiers, 700 young Jewish men and women stood strong, without almost any weapons or experience in warfare. This heroic story will now be shared in their own words. The day before the outbreak of the Warsaw Ghetto Uprising, the square and the streets of the ghetto were empty and abandoned. People preparing to go underground, fighters to their battle positions and outposts. We were to cause the enemy a heavy loss.
When the day dawned, I saw the thousands of Germans surrounding the ghetto with machine guns, with cannons, and there we stood opposite them, some 20 young men and women. Each one had a revolver. The entire unit had 2 rifles, homemade bombs.
Beginning from today, we shall shift over to partisan tactics. It is impossible to describe the conditions under which the Jews of the ghetto are now living. Only a few will be able to hold out.
I detonated the explosives and was shocked into inaction after the massive explosion and German bodies flying in the air. This was the first time since the war had broken out that the Germans were running away.
The Germans fled twice from the ghetto. One of our military wings fought for 40 minutes, and the other for over 6 hours.
The Germans set fire to the ghetto. Our hidden locations were blown up and we were forced to leave our bunkers.
Their fate is decided. In almost all the hiding places in which thousands are concealing themselves, it is not possible to light a candle for lack of air.
We decided that night to send a group into the sewer channels. I went as well. We walked for 48 hours.
We opened the hole and people began to emerge and to climb into the truck. We brought this group of about 50, 60 people to a different forest that was very far away.
The rebellion lasted for about a month, until the Warsaw Ghetto was completely wiped out. Most of the Jews were killed during battle or taken to their deaths in Treblinka. Only a small minority managed to escape and survive. The Warsaw Ghetto Uprising became a source of inspiration for millions of Jews in the ghettos, the camps, and the forests who were still fighting for their lives.
The dream of my life has become a reality. Jewish armed resistance and revenge are facts. I have been a witness to the magnificent, heroic fighting of Jewish men in battle.
Our fight will not be forgotten. We will live in the pages of Jewish history. The future children in the land of Israel will learn about us, and we will be their example of courage.